Hello, welcome. Thank you for joining me for this after workout yoga routine. My name's Jess, and today I'm going to be guiding you through a full body yoga practice that's going to help you stretch and recover after exercise. This is going to be a mixed levels practice, and we're going to be starting standing at the top of the mat. So when you're ready, roll out your mats, and I'll see you there. So when you're ready, stepping to the top of the mat. If you have a mat, if you don't have a mat, no worries, doesn't really matter. Take your feet hip width apart and just roll your shoulders down and away from your ears. Open your palms into your mountain pose. Just here for a breath. Take a deep inhale through your nose. And a steady breath out. On your next breath in, we're going to inhale. Lift your hands all the way up and overhead. Big overhead stretch. You can take your gaze up. And then as you breathe out, we're going to go down all the way into our forward fold. Bending at the knees, reach the crown of the head down towards the earth. Torso is heavy. You can keep your fingertips on the mat here. Or you can grab opposite hand with opposite elbow. And you can sway gently from side to side if you like, slowing the breath down. You can close your eyes if you like. And continuing to deepen your breath. Release your elbows if you are holding onto them and place your fingertips down on the mat. When you're ready, we're going to walk our hands all the way to the right hand side. And then when you're ready, we're going to bow the head down for a nice side body stretch in our fold. Take a deep breath in here. And exhale, let's walk through to the other side, to the left hand side. Take a deep breath in. And exhale to fold forwards. Take one cycle of breath here. And exhale to come back through to center. Nice. Plant both hands on the mat and step your left foot back all the way down. Drop the back knee into your low lunge. Uncurl your back toes and press into the top of your back foot. And then we're going to walk our right foot off the mat so that your toes are off the mat. Drop your hips all the way down and lift your chest to look forward for your lizard lunge. Take a moment to move from side to side, really opening out the hip here. And you can allow your knee to splay out and come onto the outer edge of that right foot if it feels good. Continuing to breathe deep. Hopefully you've caught your breath after your workout. Calming the nervous system. And taking a moment to recover. Sending your weight into your right hand, take your left hand and just gently press into that right knee. Find a nice opening here. You can open your chest out and you can take your gaze up to the sky if it feels good. Take a cycle of breath here and a long breath out. Release your hand from your knee. And push your hips back. We're going to go into our half split. So turn your right toe, flex your toes up towards the sky and send your hips all the way back. Find a nice lift in your chest to look forward. And then as you exhale, folding forwards, forehead comes down to the knee. Nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, pull back that right hip crease. Keep a micro bend in your knee. Inhale deeply. And exhale fully and completely. From here, we're going to walk our hands all the way to the back of the mat. Curl your back toes under, and we're going to come up onto that foot and find our Skandasana. So keeping this leg, keeping your right leg straight, right toes are flexed up towards the sky. Opening that right knee and just take a minute to sink the hips. You can keep your hands on the mat if that feels good, or you can bring your hands to Anjali Mudra at the heart. Really finding a nice opening here and really pushing that heel down into the ground. If your heel doesn't meet the ground, that's all good. If you need some extra support, perhaps you could place a block or a prop underneath your heel if needed. And let's take a breath in here and a long breath out. Place your hands down on the mat if they weren't already, and we're going to bend back into that right knee and walk all the way back to the top of the mat and switch sides. So send your right foot back and bring your left foot forwards back into your low lunge. So left foot is forward, right knee is back. Place both hands on the mat and walk your left foot so that your left toes are off the edge of the mat here. Hands come down to the mat as we inhale to lift the chest and look forwards. You can find some movement with your hips here. And coming back to your breath, you can allow your foot to splay open, really finding a nice opening in that left hip. Inhale deeply and exhale completely. Sending your weight into your right hand this time. Use your left hand to gently push open that knee. You can find an opening. Take your gaze up if you like. Stay here for one deep breath in and a long breath out. Release your hand from your knee, and then we're going to send our hips back, coming back into our half split here. So really flexing your left toes up towards the sky, straightening through that left knee. You can keep a micro bend there if needed. Inhale to lift and lengthen the torso. And then as you breathe out, slowly you can fold forwards, crown of the head towards your left knee. Inhale here. And exhale out. From here, we're going to walk our hands to the back of the mat once again, pivot on the back knee, and then curl your back toes under, lift the knee and come back into your Skandasana. So you can just take a minute to get yourself situated here. You can keep your hands down on the mat if needed, or you can bring your hands to heart center and open out. Really pushing that right heel down in towards the earth, flexing your left toes up towards the sky, sinking the hips down. Again, any props needed under that right heel if needed. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. From here, hands come back down towards the ground, walking back through to the top of the mat. Right knee comes down. Send your left knee back, coming to a tabletop position on your hands and knees. Knees underneath the shoulder, knees underneath the hips, hands underneath the shoulders. Pressing into your fingertips, pressing into the tops of your feet. We're going to flow through some cat-cows here. So when you're ready, we're going to drop the belly, open the chest and look forward, curl your hips up. Draw your shoulder blades together, big breath in. And then as you exhale, we're going to round through. So rounding the spine, rounding the upper back, tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone. For your cat pose. Inhale, we head back to our cow pose. Drop your center, open your chest, look forward. And exhale out as you round through your spine. Tuck your chin. Inhale, back to your cow pose. And exhale, round through to your cat. One more cycle on your own with your own breath. As you inhale, come back to your neutral spine. Walk your hands forward. Walk your knees back and come down to lay on your belly. Place your hands underneath your shoulders, pressing into the top of your feet. We're going to lift up into our cobra. Inhale, lift your torso, draw your shoulder blades together, look forward. Take one deep breath in. And exhale, fully and completely. Slowly lower your forehead back to the ground. Press back to your tabletop position. And walk your hands forward, drop your chest for puppy pose. Forehead comes down to the mat. You can curl your toes under here if needed, if it feels good. And you can walk your hands forward and sink your chest down to take the stretch further. Take one more deep breath in. And a long breath out. Coming back up to your tabletop position. So walk your hands up and bring your right foot forward. Walk your foot to the left-hand side and allow your knee to drop, coming into our pigeon stretch. So walk your back leg back, rolling onto the top of your left thigh. Inhale to lift and lengthen. And exhale to fold forwards, bringing the forearms down to the mat. You can find some gentle movement here if that feels good. Rocking the hips from side to side. Take 2 full cycles of breath in your pigeon pose. And when you're ready, use your hands to press yourself back up and let's switch sides. So curl your back toes under, send your right leg back and bring your left foot forward. Shuffle your left foot over to the right hand side and allow the knee to fall down to the left. Walk your right leg back and roll onto the top of your right thigh. Inhale to lift and lengthen. And exhale, we walk our hands forward, come down to the forearms. Again, option 2, move here, find some rocking motion if that feels good. Or you can just stay in stillness, that's up to you. Take 2 full cycles of breath here. And slowly, when you're ready, send your weight into your left hip. We're going to swing both legs round and come to have a seat. So come to a cross-legged seat. You can place one foot on top of the other or you can cross at the ankles. That's up to you. Sitting up nice and tall in the spine. Place your right hand down on the mat and take your left hand up and over for a nice side body stretch. Take a nice deep breath in as you spiral your chest up. Take your gaze up towards the sky. And exhale to switch sides. Left hand comes down, right hand comes over. Nice deep breath in here. And exhale. Fully and completely. Coming all the way back up through to center. Sitting up tall in the spine, rest your hands on your knees. Let's finish this practice with 3 breaths together. So wherever you are in your breath cycle, blow it all the way to the bottom. Seal your lips and inhale deeply through your nose. Exhale. Release. Let's do 2 more. When you're ready, deep inhale through your nose. Exhale out. 1 more on your own. Nice. Slowly open your eyes if they were closed. And that's it. Thank you so much for joining me for this post-workout yoga routine. I really hope you enjoyed it and it helped you rest and recover after the exercise you've just done. As always, if you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button. That way, every time I upload a video, you'll be notified and you can practice along with me every week. I upload videos every week. I'd love to have you there to join me. And as always, have a wonderful day.